We've all heard about missing 411s. Some of us might only be familiar with those we heard about around our own counties or hometowns, or what we've read on the news. Yet we often never hear about the accounts of those who go missing long before our own generations, as they are truly buried deep in time. That's why today we will be looking at the mysterious case of Lillian Carney. Seek with me as we shed light on the odd accounts of this unique and timeless disappearance. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share. Thank you. On August 8th, 1897, two parents, Mr. and Miss Carney, go out with their daughter, Lillian Carney, to pick berries in the Moulin Bog west of the Aroostook River in Masardis, Maine. The area consisted of plenty of rivers, ponds, lakes, and dense forest, being around 15 miles west of the Canadian border. It was around noon when Mr. and Miss Carney realized that their 6-year-old daughter suddenly had vanished as if from thin air. A search party of over 100 volunteers quickly came away, and after an hour of no luck, more assistance was called for, and the search lasted long after sunset. It was only after about 46 hours after her original disappearance of a lengthy search throughout dense forests that Lillian finally appeared on that Tuesday morning, seemingly only 2 or 3 miles from where she originally disappeared. Thankfully to Mr. Bert Poland, guns were shot off into the night air in celebration, along with the sound of a steam whistle at the Simpson Mill, alerting the locals of the closure of the missing child. Once questioned, Lillian had a very interesting and bizarre story to share. She claimed to have been brought to a part of the forest where the sun never seemed to have stopped shining. This didn't make sense due to the fact that Lillian was missing overnight, and the moon's rays were often concealed by dense clouds during the night hours. Yet the local newspaper implied this theory, as the moon had to have been shining clearly, at least during some duration of her disappearance in the woods. Lillian allegedly claimed to have even heard some of the members of the search party during the night, but was too afraid in fear that these people were homeless transients or tramps. She also claimed to have seen pet-sized little things during the night, and would often scare them away with the sound of her clapping. The newspaper quickly skepticized this as being nothing but mere rabbits. Yet despite all these claims, Lillian seemed quite calm and even unfettered as she asked for her mother with picked berries in her hands, as if entirely unharmed from the whole ordeal. The disappearance ties heavily with other missing 411 cases. The fact that Lillian vanished without any known reason and later turning up almost entirely where she disappeared brings relevance to the manner of how other people go missing, along with the fact that she picked berries during her time alone in the woods. What is really interesting here is the fact that Lillian didn't even really know that she was missing, or that anyone was even looking for her. And during her entire time missing, she's stayed completely unhinged by the absence of her parents for an entire 46 hours. So a 6-year-old girl goes missing for almost 2 days straight in the middle of the woods, turns up again unscathed nearly at the exact same spot where she disappeared, and claims to have been suspended in a place where the sun never stopped shining, along with the presence of beings she claimed to be little things. So what does all this mean? Some speculate that Lillian jumped through time due to the fact that she disappeared almost immediately and reappeared nearly in the exact same location where she disappeared, found at 10 a.m., 2 hours before the time she originally disappeared, which was at 12 o'clock. And during this suspended animation in time, the sun allegedly didn't stop shining, and small beings appeared before her eyes. How can the sun continue to shine without end for over an entire day's length? We often hear these same depictions in holy books such as the Bhagavad Gita of Hinduism, or even the Holy Bible of Christianity, where heaven is considered a place where there is eternal light, a place without night, where the presence of God emanates an eternal light without sunlight from his divine radiance. So it sounds like Lillian was brought to a place of this same heavenly light, or celestial abode, where time is suspended for lengths beyond days in a never-ending light. This divine light can also be depicted in other ancient texts all around the world, with many theories tying its origin to that of extraterrestrials, which also explains the presence of otherworldly beings or little things that Lillian described seeing during her encounter. Could Lillian have encountered extraterrestrials and was suspended in time? Although it certainly does seem like it, the truth is we will never really know what happened during those nights of Lillian Carney's disappearance. The accounts depicted certainly tie with the theory of alien encounters, but without proper evidence of these claims, the truth lies in the heart of Lillian Carney's own experience, buried deep with her to her own grave.